Do you believe there's such thing as a white supremacist?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You go first.
It's hard. Like I couldn't define white supremacy, but when you think of like the US, and I don't know how to give my opinion. White supremacy. Like when you think of more Trump supporters and
like
just the ideologies that they have. But yeah, I couldn't define it. But yeah, there is such thing as white supremacy, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think there's some sort of little aspect in some like areas.
Yeah.
Amazing, alright. Another question I'll add on just from there. Institutional racism. Do you believe that exists, and what does it look like?
I don't know.
Okay, so I think that institutional racism is, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's why there's no such thing as like anti-racism.
Yeah.
Because white people they don't have institutional racism. So, for example, like the police, I say that black people can't be racist to a white person because they've never experienced like institutional racism, like it's rooted in society. So, yeah. And I'm just gonna say like the police, the way that even like laws today are still written are for white people, and that is like just a form of like institutional racism. Yeah.
Amazing. What do you think?
I mean, exactly whatever she just said.
I think we need to be taught more about it.
I think definitely I think it needs to be something that is taught in schools and stuff, because like, I mean, obviously you're more educated on it, but I've tried to do bits of research, but I just feel like it's something that schools need to start like educating on.
Amazing. So, what I'll ask about Black Lives Matter, do you think that they're uniting people? Because from what a lot of people are saying, and from what I see, it seems like they're trying to start a race war. What do you think?
Again, I feel like it's something that needs to be more educated on, but like I definitely stand with what they're going against, but I haven't seen much of like whether they're starting like a war. I think it's more just about like equality.
Yeah.
Like they're the same as everyone. Like there shouldn't be any difference. Yeah.
I think it's a movement. I think it's bringing a lot of people together. I see the positives and the negatives. I feel like again in the past 2 years when there's been so many like protests, and some of my friends who do absolutely nothing are now the biggest supporters ever. So yeah, I think it's more bringing people together. But then I do see the negative side of people now bringing like using that hashtag or using that Black Lives Matter and turning it to like Blue Lives Matter or All Lives Matter, and kind of twisting it and using it in a way that I don't think should be used. But overall, I think it's more uniting people than anything else. Yeah.
Amazing. I say that I say that that's just about wraps up the questions. I might just ask you one more. I say that given the current state of the UK, the current state of the world, with a couple of things that have come up with Black Lives Matter, there's been rioting, they've destroyed property, they call for the destruction of the police force. They've, in the UK at least, in protest, they assaulted a policeman, they assaulted a horse. What do you think about that? What do you take on that? Do you think that's positive?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I can do.
Go first.
Well, I mean, for me, I think like if they need to be heard, like whatever it takes. Obviously, there's some extremes.
Whatever it takes.
Not whatever it takes. There are some extremes that I think, like, that's just natural human rights to not do that. But I feel like it needs to be heard, and if you're not getting heard, then obviously there needs to be more to. Clearly, you need to do more because the police aren't taking it the right way, and I just think that we need to, like, make a change and be heard. To be fair.
So, do you think that would mandate rioting? Do you think that that's justification for rioting?
I think there's a difference between, I think rioting and protesting. It depends on like how you view it. I feel like protesting, yes, but rioting, it depends through the extremes that you go. But if you start like...
So a little bit of rioting, it's not too bad.
If you start causing like harm to people, then no.
What properties are riot?
Depends what properties.
It depends, alright.
It depends what properties. So I don't know how far I'd go.
Alright.
It's a statement. There's non-violent protests, which we've seen. It's been done. Is it working? To some extent, but what is put in the media, not all, it's the violent things, it's I don't know, like some media outlets are only going to put the negative, the rioting, the fight there. I don't know, to show just a not very nice side of it again. And I don't think all riots are like that. That's just what we get. That's just what's portrayed by the small media outlets that
and
we
of course
get.
the bad side of the media, all they want to show is
That's-
the bad riots
Yeah, of
and
course.
the people showing the bad stuff.
95% of the Black Lives Matter protests were in the streets. They were literally
Yeah,
through
it's
these
calm,
streets,
yeah.
non-violent, people chanting, and it was positive. So yeah.
Right. I can agree with you to a certain extent that non-violent protests, amazing. I'm all for it. Freedom of speech, that's amazing. That's the best thing that could possibly happen in this country. But rioting, I don't think that it promotes anything positive. I say destruction of property for any reason, whether you believe justified, is against the law and it's wrong.